What is up, everybody? It's your boy Icekold, and this is CTD Interviews. I am here with my man. I've known this guy for like 20 years, at least, high school. Realz, Torture TV's morning shows, Realz. What's up, baby?
How you feeling, my boy? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. We finally got the link up on here, man. Finally.
Yeah,
You,
man. Yeah, it's been a
yep,
while, man. We've
I
been
know,
planning this
man.
for a minute, man. We've been
Yep,
planning
man.
this for a minute.
Yeah, like last time I seen you, like in person, I was on the. I don't even know if you remember this. I was on Roosevelt. No, I was on Pulaski. I'm sorry about that. I was on Pulaski and Lake, and I was at the bus stop. Just got off the L. I was at the bus stop, and I was going towards Roosevelt. You pulled up, and I think you might have had like a red or a maroon Grand Am or something like that. You ever a
Uh,
Grand Prix, something like that?
yeah, it was the colors. It was the burgundy colors.
Right. You pulled up on me, and we said our pleasantries or whatever. But I was like I was in a mode. You know what I'm saying? I was in motion to get to work or something like that. I forget what I was doing, man, at the time. But we were supposed to build, and I guess it never got, never came to fruition or whatever, man. But that was a long time ago, man. That was a long time. I don't even know if you remember that, bro.
I don't remember that exact instance, but I think that's when you had dreads, right?
Right. Yeah, man. High school. What do you remember about high school, bro? What do you remember about that?
Man, I remember us acting crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Switching classes. Me, Melvin, and Tyrone trying to
Man,
think we going to the NBA. And you and
man.
Ty pretty much doing what
Why
y'all
why
doing
you
now.
talk about that right now? I swear for God, bro. I have never like all y'all. It was crazy because all y'all had the same type of game, and when we all played, when y'all was on the same team, it was game over, bro. Like, cause it was literally the most frustrating thing because again, all y'all had the same type of game. That real streaky, man. It was hard, bro. It was hard trying to guard y'all. Do you still hoop?
Yeah, I get it. Well, I get out there and run up the court a little bit. You know what I mean? Like to go with my son and run up and down the court. But it's definitely in the past. Those
Bruh,
moments you're talking
bruh,
about.
ain't no way you can keep up that same energy you had as a kid, man. Like I'm talking about slashing and man, y'all were crazy, man.
Cause I was never taller than about 5'9". So anything
Right,
that I was doing
all right,
around the rim was just pure athleticism at the time. So now when
man.
you remove that and you look at the 40-year-old me now, I'm reduced to a corner jump shooter now.
Oh, okay, there you go, there you go. So you had to change your game.
Yeah.
I got you.
I still can get out there though, but I probably get picked about third or fourth now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it used to
Dude,
be.
I was getting picked last, man. Y'all used to roast me so bad out there, bro. Y'all, especially Tyrone, man. Man. I remember that freshman year, bro. We would play basketball like all the time, and man, y'all always was laughing at me. But anyway, bro. I mean, high school was crazy, and I remember like a lot of crazy times, especially with the three you just named, you, Melvin, and Tyrone. Uh, what's the most memorable moment of high school? Like what do you remember the most?
What pops in my head is when we was doing the summer program and we were painting a mural
Right.
for CCA. And
Yeah.
we was messing with Mr. Fisher, and I kept on saying like Fisher Price no, and he
Yeah,
threw me out, and I
I
had to
remember
take
that. I
the bus
remember
home.
that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
So I mean, I can start there. I mean,
Bro, you know what? My most memorable moment of high school. You still cool with Georgetta, right?
yeah, that's a good friend of mine.
Do you
Yeah,
remember when that teacher poured that Slurpee in Georgetta's head?
no,
Oh my
no, I don't
god.
remember that.
Bro, when you get a chance, ask Georgetta. Man, the teacher literally walked up to Georgetta and she wouldn't do something. Oh, she wouldn't put the Slurpee away, right? And the teacher just kept, hey, put the Slurpee away, put the Slurpee away. And she was like, no, I ain't putting the Slurpee away. And she was just like, she was just like, no, and just popping off or whatever. The teacher said, I'm gonna pour it on your head. He snatched the Slurpee and just dumped
Man,
it all on her head, bro.
You know,
That was
that was my girl, bro. He probably had to run that fade though. If I
oh
was
yeah, he got his ass whooped. He
yeah.
got it. I think Georgetta literally hit him with everything in the classroom, bro. Bro, that's something like in high school, bro. I'm gonna be 99. I still gonna remember that, bro. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
99 still remembering that. That shit was crazy, bro. I will never forget that, man. But no, that's again, that's high school. That's the past. To talk about the future. Um, you got any kids? How's family life? What's going on there?
You know, family life is pretty good, man. I got my son. You know,
Okay.
I got a 16-year-old son. September 19th will be 17 years I've been married. You know what I mean?
Okay. 17
But
years.
yeah,
Damn.
man.
Okay.
You know, so I don't know if that's the appropriate spot, but we can get into a little bit of it. I was kind of done about 23, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had already done it, so you know what I mean. You know, I was like, let me go ahead and hunker down a little bit, get this life thing going. You know, so
Okay.
it ended up working out. But you know, life comes with its ups and downs. So um, we're separated now. For the
Oh,
record,
okay.
we're
Okay.
separated now. You know what I mean? So but we haven't uttered any words about divorce or nothing like that. I just think we're
Okay.
both giving
Y'all
it.
just taking a little break.
But
Right.
that right
Right.
there is just like, you know, even if when the conversation comes about like what, you know, appreciating those things and certain standards and boundaries that you start to create for yourself. Because I used to feel like that, like what I did or didn't do, or how could this have been
Mm-hmm.
better. But now I done morphed into a place of realizing like sometimes you outgrow things from my
Right.
perspective and their perspective. So it's just nothing but a conversation, bro. And everything all right. It's all good.
I ain't know too much about you. You know what I'm saying? Like other than just like in classroom shit, you know, I knew about you from a distance, but like not like, we were cool, but we wasn't cool like
Like
that. You know what I'm saying?
Like you and Reese was cool, and me and Mike was cool.
Right. Which
You remember
Mike's?
that? Yeah, Tyrese.
Tyrese cousin Mike. Mike, yeah,
Yeah, that
okay,
was my
okay,
boy. That was my boy.
okay.
He used to come by the crib every day. It was the same exact like relationship, like far as like how you guys
I
were
never knew
around each
that.
other.
I never
Man,
knew you. I never knew you and Mike was cool like that.
we was really close, man. Mike used to come by my crib on Hamlin all the time. We used to chill, and you know, so I remember he drew the Nike sign on his hand, did his own tattoo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
try to give me one. Nah, bro, I'm straight, man. You got a pen and some regular ink out of a regular. I'm straight, bro.
Wow. Right, right. So, what? So, of course, I'm guessing you did grow up on the West Side, right?
Yeah, I did.
Which community? What community you
Like
live
the
in?
Austin area. Austin
See,
area.
that's me too.
I
So
lived
that's
all over
crazy
the
because I
West
was
Side.
in all. That's crazy because I grew up in Austin too. I was over there on Division, Austin.
You know, I
So
remember you from like I remember seeing you a lot like in K Town when we were coming up on like Potomac over there and like some of
if
those
you
K
saw me
Town.
over there, then I was over there with Ty
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
Ty's and that's like the Humboldt Park area
Mhm.
community. So if you saw me over there, that's why I was over there. But I've spent most of my life in the Austin community. Are you still on the West Side?
Yeah, yeah. I've been living back. I've been you know I lived in Arizona for 4 years. So
Oh yeah, I was
yeah.
out there for a little bit too. You ever heard of Queens Creek?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I was out there for a little bit too.
I started off in a small city called Surprise that was just getting
I know what
built up.
I know what Surprise, Arizona is. Okay,
Yeah. So
okay,
yeah, we started off there and then we ended up moving to Buckeye before I end up moving back to Chicago. So I've
okay.
been back about approaching 4 years now, but it was a pretty cool experience. I always call it like someplace I consider retire, but it's just like what I want to do, what I want to do with my life, far as like growing and family, and because I was looking for peace, but
Right,
peace and like flat out boredom is two different things,
right.
or the necessary support that you might need, like find a decent job and don't even have someone to help you out with the kids. Like it just became to be too much. And then when I started weighing my pros and cons, I just figured that it'd be somewhere that because I got actually gained a lot of friends and stuff like that for those
Okay,
4 years. So it's not nothing that I'm opposed to as far as living there, but it'll have to be more or less when I'm winding down.
got you, got you. Yeah, Arizona, cool, man. I liked it out there, man. It's a very pretty state. But to bring it back to where we from, like, so you grew up in the Austin community. We both spent time or did some growing up in the Lawndale community, Holy City. Um, how was it like growing up on the West Side?
Well, pretty much for me, it was all I knew. You know what I mean? So by
Right.
being all I know, I've never really been too much outside, especially like far as living out there. So it's either
Mm-hmm.
within a whole nother city or the west side of Chicago. But it's it's quite normal for me. Like as I got older and even when I was young, I was always vigilant of a lot of things that was stacked against us. Like things like it was
Right.
easy to go out here and go grab a pack and do this, that, and the third. And I never was with that. You know what I mean? Because I knew that like everything that came with it necessarily wasn't for me. So now I have made mistakes in my life, but I'm talking about as far as like looking at that and just conceding to that way of life. I never
Right.
thought about it. So I'm just saying that to say like it was always pretty much normal for me. If I'm living in Chicago, I think that's where I prefer. You know what I mean? Now I know
Right.
it's always
Right.
different places that's better. Even from the west side, you have places out west that's better than other places. You know what I mean? But
Of course. Of
it's
course.
pretty much normal for me, like from what I've always been through. And I look at it like this: like it was a time I was looking for an apartment within the last couple of years, and I was like, okay, I'm all about my privacy and being able to, because like me, I don't worry so much about the neighborhood because I don't really, well, I worry about the neighborhood, but it don't
Right.
bother me as much as maybe the next person because I don't really do the outside thing and millions of friends coming by and all this type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like whatever was going outside of my house on Chicago Avenue can be going outside of my house on Augusta and therefore, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it never really bothered me. And then I always felt like if I'm gonna do that, then I might as well be around people I know. For me being 40 years old, I moved on this side of town when I was like 7 or 8 after my dad passed away. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like that's well over 30 years. I'd rather deal and mingle with the people that know me that I can have these conversations with too, that know that like, okay, yeah, that's just Lil T. It went from Lil T to the 40-year-old T, but it
Right.
always was that same T that wasn't really with a lot of the stuff that
Correct.
a lot of
Correct.
people do. So I was respected enough to be left alone in that, right? So
You grew up. You sound. It's kind of like a mirror image of how I grew up, man. Like everybody around me was in gangs, um, and lived a certain life that Yeah, I dabbled in some things. You know what I'm saying? We from where we from, and we can't escape all situations. You know what I'm saying? I
mhm.
done got in trouble. I'm pretty sure you got into some trouble. That's just it. Just come. It just come with, you know, being a product of where we from. You know what I'm saying? So, but for the most part, people didn't bother me, and I grew up in bad neighborhood. I
Mhm.
guess you can call it that.
Mhm.
But here's the thing, like, and I was telling this to Ty not too long ago, man. We when you in that community, when you in that life, or you in that community, and that's what's all around you. At the time, you don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
you hear and you don't like it's hard. Not that it's hard to think that it's someplace better, but that's where you live, and you're not really, especially as a kid, you're not really thinking about um, anything else but the life around you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So as an adult, when I go and I look back, and I'm like, wow, I really made it. I really made it out of a place like this. Like, and not that it's anything wrong with where I'm
No, I
from.
get it.
Yeah,
I understand.
but you kind of feel a little blessed. You know what I'm saying? You kind of feel like, and I'm pretty sure you feel like that at times. Like, when I think about some of the stuff I did as a kid, I'm not amazed that I didn't end up dead or end up in some type of other trouble. But it does make you think. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand what you're saying as far as that. So yeah, that's good to know about you, man. Again, like, in high school, we just know what we know. I didn't know you outside of school. Man, you was always cool, man. It
Mhm.
seems like, especially with you Tyrone and Melvin, man. I used to love being in classes with y'all, and people used to say that about me and Ty. They used to love being in classes with us. We class clowns, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. That's good to know about you. You know what I'm saying? So, no, it sounds
I
like you
think.
got to say something. What's up?
Yeah. I think what actually worked out for me was even as a kid, I always felt the need to try to like strive to be different, right? And it didn't
Mm-hmm.
matter whatever like small thing that was. Like even to this day, I see so many nice shoes and other material things that's nice. Everybody can agree that they're nice, but like
Right.
I'll see that that's what the masses and the majority is doing, and
Mm-hmm.
that'll legitimately make me just want to like put some type of thought in my head to just be different than that. Not saying
Right.
that it's wrong, just to be
Right.
different than that. So I never joined the street gang. When I
Right.
when I made decisions, when we talk about like what we're discussing right now, trust me, it was for me, my profits, what
Right.
I want to do. And guess what? I realized when everything didn't work out the way I wanted to work out, I was like, okay, this is not for me too. The
Right.
consequences that come along with it, and then I added all that up. Like one time I legitimately had worked, right? I had worked, got me a car, everything was cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was young. And you know, your mom tell you, just wait till the man can give you the title and this and that. I'm like, Mom, I gotta get this car. Like this is 86 Cutlass. You know what I mean? I gotta get this car. This car gonna be gone for this price. All the stuff that you know we gonna be doing that. So you know, I got my first car at 17. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A
Right.
nice car. I ain't talking about like no little trap, down. Like I had a nice car.
No, it was not. Like I said, I remember you in it. I remember you
Yeah.
pulled up. You was in it. It was looking clean. You might even had a few, you might even had a few females with you in the car, if my memory serves me correct.
Well, you know, you do got a good memory. Your memory never failed you. So your memory always been pretty short fire with me. So yeah, man, I had some chicks. So thanks, man.
Another thing I remember about you back in the day, though, and like I said, this interview gonna be all over the place, bro, because
Nah,
now
man, it's all
memories
good.
are coming back, man. You always had some fresh kicks on, bro. Always, always.
So look, you'll hear me now, right? You'll hear me now, and a lot of people that don't know the way I was back then, I go all the way back to the 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, right? Where I
Right.
legitimately would cry, bro. Tears for whatever Jordan or whatever it is that was coming out. Not realizing until I got older, not only the pressure that I put on my mom, the
Mm-hmm.
materialistic mindset that I had to just make me worship or idolize something as simple as a
Right.
shoe.
Right.
Or even that person that makes the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
So not only do I get to talk to my shorty about that now, you will actually hear it in my speech. Like when I say things like now, it'll be like Jordan and certain brands. Like I like it, I just refuse to wear it. And the reason is because of what I was explaining. Not only do I want to be different and set myself apart to be just just looked at as an individual. It's like I just don't the small things. You know, I know you walked in a place a couple of times in your life and like, man, I looked all over for this shirt or this jacket or these shoes, and this
Mm-hmm.
guy just walked right in with the same exact thing, and it's like we in here like Amos and Andy or something. I don't like that, man. I like to be exactly. I like
I
to be
got
exactly,
you.
what I'm saying, who I am, and so
Right.
I took that to another level as I got older. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So it's like, and I'm not shunning nobody that do. You know what I mean? It's just like I just try to just make things and feel different about certain things like that. So it don't cost a lot of stuff, the stuff that I like. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I've always explained to my friends like this. Like you got the Dana Whites of the world, right? Got $2 billion companies, but you'll
Right.
see them with some little faded Levi's on, some little Gazelle
Mm-hmm.
Adidas, and maybe a nice
Mm-hmm.
little,
Right.
t-shirt.
Right.
So not that I want to dress like him, but the importance of my clothes, unless I'm doing something with me and my significant other or a nice gathering or something like that, it shouldn't be what define me. You know what I
I
mean?
got you.
Unless
Okay.
it's Torture TV, you know what I'm saying?
I got you. I got
Something
you.
like that.
All right. So now that you mention that, I'm gonna throw this on the screen right here. We about to get into it, man. We about to get into the minutia of this conversation. So, what is Torture TV?
Torture TV is a thought. It's a
Okay.
thought that manifests into a passion that allows me and several family and friends to get together and congregate on various issues like current affairs,
Okay.
um, regular day-to-day topics. And what I found for me, and I'm sure a couple of them will agree, that it has become therapeutic. Where I can
Okay.
go in there and be down about something, where I can go in there and just want to have a good laugh and decompress. So it's just a like we're not any kind of group or organization or nothing like that.
Right.
We're simply just a group of family and friends that got together that started off with all these community effort ideas, and we
Okay.
have done food drive. I mean, we have done coat drives and gave out passed out, made care packages for the homeless. That's exactly where it started, at us doing some care packages for the homeless, and that video goes through the roof. And then after we do that deed, we just talk about it one day on live. Me and my buddy do a dual live like we're doing here now, and we just talked about it, and everybody was all happy about it and asking us to continue to be able to just
Okay.
have the conversation.
What influences does the community have on your show, or even vice versa? What influences does do your show have on the community that you live in?
So what I would love to do, what I'm constantly trying to build every day is a platform where any issues we have, whether good or bad, we can discuss them and have a valid conversation that means something. So what I
Okay.
mean by that is when the brother or sister get harassed at the corner store, we can
Mm-hmm.
talk about that on Torture TV and get whatever we need to get done in a matter of days, good or bad. You know what I mean? So if
Okay.
it's feeding the homeless, if it's community efforts, or if it's like, no, you're not gonna just throw this lady out on the street and punch her at no gas station because you feel like you got that much power in the community. So do we have to go up here and lock arms around this gas station, or do we have to praise the person for that good deed that they did with getting the cat out of the tree? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. The morning show, which I've called numerous times, and sometimes you know me. When I can do it, I'll take your like when you're doing the morning show, I'll throw it on my page on from Chicago to the Mass. I'll throw that on my page. What? But explain to me what exactly is the morning show?
The morning show is basically just the actual show for Torture TV. So Torture
Okay.
TV is like it's pretty much all of us.
Okay.
Like it's like it has more. It's like when you say like how can I put it? So the morning show we go from 10 to 11 weekdays just on my regular Facebook page. That's Martise Funches. You know what I'm saying, on regular Facebook. You know, you
Right.
guys, that shouldn't be hard to find. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. If you guys ever want to check it out, but like I said, it all just started from having a conversation, trying to bounce some ideas off each other to do some good things. You know what I'm saying, in the community. But we had what we realized, instead of trying to tackle the whole world, we're gonna have to start. What I thought was we start home by home. Me and my buddy had a disagreement in the thought, but I'm saying we
Mm-hmm.
start in your home, like what I'm trying to do with my son. So where
Okay.
when I put him out into the world, or whenever he had to go out here in the world, he know how to handle himself to a way where not only could he help the world, he definitely not part of the problem. And then
Gotcha.
with that type of way of thinking, they can keep on moving forward. Then as we branch off to where I don't have to stay so much on him, we're pushing him to do the things that he already learned. Then we're able to branch out throughout the community. And that's how stuff like Torture TV manifests. Because now I
Okay.
said all the time, of course, I couldn't do it by myself. So it's like, let's have some conversations about what it is we can do. And, you know what I mean? And of course, I take everybody's suggestions. We talk
Mm-hmm.
about it. We see
I
exactly
see
what we
y'all,
can.
man. I'm in that too. I'm in that too when I can,
Yeah.
man. I see you in there. Um, I see you in there, and you tackle some pretty serious issues. And a lot of social issues as well. Another question. Um, what do you think is your most memorable moment in with memorable topic or even memorable interview that you did on Torture TV, the morning show?
Okay, memorable. So do you? Let me go with moment.
Okay.
Memorable moment first would probably be me just getting extremely passionate, where I'm trying to pick my words as carefully as I can, but it's me, and you know me, so it's
Right.
kind of like I wear my emotions on my sleeve. So the way
Right.
we
Right.
sit
Right.
here talking, and I'm enjoying having this conversation with you, you will see these 4 lines all day.
There you go.
But when it's like, so when I'm looking directly in this camera, and I'm like, so what are we gonna do?
Right.
I need to know that right now. I'm not talking, I'm not laughing, I'm not joking. What are we gonna do? And I'm sitting there looking, I go crazy, like, no, I'm waiting.
Okay.
So some of those moments have been some of the most memorable moments for me.
So let me ask you this: what do you see Torture TV in 4 or 5 years? What do you hope to see? What do you hope to see Torture TV?
What I hope to see Torture TV within the next few quarters, maybe next year or
Oh,
two,
okay. Look at you. All right.
is what I was kind of describing earlier, to like what happened. Because right now I get a ton of emails. Right now I get a ton of suggestions and topics for the show. But I'm talking about like, and then like I've had, of course I let them remain nameless, but I've had women call me at 11, 12, 1 o'clock and be like, I don't mean no harm. Well, they start off with a text, but you know what I mean? Me being such a nice guy, after viewing their profile picture, I'd be like, it's okay. It's okay. You can just call, you know what I'm
Right. Right.
saying? No, but I'm just not real though. So, but I'm just saying, like, well, have that trust in me to know that I will be honest about the situation, no matter if it's her, something that she can tighten up on, or things to expect. Now, not like what you should do as far as a relationship go, because I don't have relationship things all figured out. But I just think the open, honest transparency make them feel so comfortable, because that's all you really ask for. Like
Right.
you know, you don't want that when you're younger, but now you kind of want somebody to be like, I don't know about that, bro. I'm not
Right.
100%
Right.
sure, because that's how you're gonna ultimately get better. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Well, the last thing you want to do is just have that. Me personally, I don't like to be inside of echo chambers. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
yeah,
Tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong about something, like I just don't like to be in situations where everybody's a yes man. Everybody just saying yes to each other and agreeing. No, man. If something could be done better, It
Like
should be,
let me say something about what you just said, right? Because I look at that a little different. So you say like, tell me if I'm wrong, right? Like, no, tell me your opinion, and us as adults, we have that
no.
conversation.
But
You
here's
know
the
what I'm saying?
thing.
But I know what you
Sometimes,
mean, though. You know what I'm saying? But
right,
I always like to like make sure that that's worded right, because you'll have some people in their heart you're automatically wrong, but
correct,
without no
correct,
conversation. You know what I'm
correct.
saying? Like, no, you could be wrong. Well, I could be wrong. Let's have a
Right,
conversation.
right. True, true. But if I'm dead wrong and I'm in the wrong,
A good friend would tell you.
yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm a little mad at you, man.
Oh man, I don't
I'm
care.
I'm a little mad at you. You want to know why I'm mad at you, man?
Go
Because I
ahead.
see everybody. I see everybody, almost everybody in my news feeds, my suggested friends, running around with these Torture TV hoodies, and I ain't got one yet, bro. Where's my Torture TV hoodie, bro?
What size you need? What size you got?
I'm
What
an
size are you?
XL, bro.
XL.
If you got a double XL, you can send that over here too, bro.
I got on now.
Okay,
It's just black and blue.
man, send that to Virginia, bro.
Look, look at this. So this one right here, I just added a little touch to the sleeve. I think you'll like this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I just added a nice little torture to the sleeve, you know.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, bro. And on everything I love, you send me your address. Give me a little time, bro, to get some of this other stuff out I gotta get. But hey, right now, from me to you, this is yours, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You know what, man? You know, I would apologize, man. You know, but it just ain't in my heart. You know what I'm saying? It ain't in my heart. I'm trying to get this going. You know what I'm saying? You got to wait, my boy. You got
It's
my
all good, man. I'm just messing with you, bro.
Call me.
I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just messing with you, man.
No, that's all up. Hey,
But
let me tell you something about that. So that was so crazy, right? So I was talking to you. I think we had a conversation offline, and I was telling you how when we first started doing Torture TV, when I had the banner just up on the wall that my sister made for me, I always wore my little traditional hoodie, right? Whatever it had, but it always had like maybe some kind of message or something, like, you know, like how you wear your nice hoodies and stuff like that.
Right.
So I was just like, everybody was enjoying Torture TV. We did a coat drive around after the first little wave of pandemic, we was able to get out a little bit. We did a nice little coat drive, and then my sister, she's like, look what I got you. So she gave me the hoodie, and I was just up there, like, wasn't talking about it, wasn't thinking about it. I was just up there doing the regular show. But I think that was one of them days I was like, you know, like teetering on the because I try not to get upset. Like, as the host, bro, I try not to get upset. I try to have an open conversation. Of course, we don't always have to agree. I always try to make sure I express the way I feel, you know, but on this particular day, I was on the cuffs of being upset, and I was just going crazy, man, having a conversation, and we was talking. It was really passionate. Everybody enjoyed the show. When I got off the live, bro, man, there was so many people in that comment section, man. It was like, and I was still at that point, like, just referring them to my sister, because that's my business partner. So I was like, I was just referring them to her, like,
okay.
Yeah, go over to my sister page. I'm sure she can get you one. And I was still thinking like maybe you would want one, or maybe this person would want. No, families. Me, the kid, the baby. I got a newborn. Are you doing onesies? I'm like, oh my
God. There you go, man. Hey, how many of them hoodies? How much apparel have you given out or sold?
Okay, so let me say this. This is the way I can put it, and it'll be easy math. My goal for Torture TV Fire's hoodie sales is 1,000 for 2021.
Okay.
1,000, 1K for 2021.
You mean 1K, 1K, and like you mean like items sold or like?
Items. I mean items. I mean, I want
okay, not a dollar amount, but items sold.
1,000, yeah, 1,000
units. That's a good goal, man. That's a good goal.
And in this first quarter, because the expectations have been way too high, and by being in such the infancy stages, I'm still working out a lot of the kinks. But if I could have fulfilled every order that was ever requested, I'll be well somewhere approaching about 300. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So I'm kind of on pace with still building and doing better things to get stuff to go better. And I'm not looking at it so much. Like I pour all that. Well, I wouldn't say all of it. I pour a vast majority of that money right back into the business to like do better stuff and to make sure that I got stuff going on, you know what I mean, at all times, like different things. Like we got some nice polos. I was trying to see if I could send you one over there as well, like a nice little regular polo shirt for when you guys do the podcast.
Dude, whatever you send me, you know I'm gonna wear it on my show. I'm repping you as much as I can, man. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing for the community. I respect it. I like it. I want to be a part of it. I can't wait to be on one of your shows.
I'm looking forward to that too, bro.
I'm definitely there, bro. I'm definitely there.
Ain't that what they do with the rap music now?
Yeah, man, they do features.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm saying,
I
man. I
hop
think
on
it's all
I come to your studio, you come to my studio, we get it done, bro. We get it done.
don't make me have to make no hit 'em up. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
When I come to the studio, make sure I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we don't need to do that, man. But it was good for you coming on the show, man. You my first interview. This is the first Chicago to the Mass interview. I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. Hey, I learned a lot about you, and that's really the intent, man. The intent is for me to maybe learn a little something about you, and also if you want something to talk about, something on your mind, or something you want to promote. That's the point of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think everybody should have at least something that they working on, or something that's important to them enough to like speak out, you know. And Torture TV in the morning show. I mean, I think y'all doing some good stuff. So
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate
yeah,
that. And to your point, like to the point that you just made, I left that out actually too. But that's what we do a lot of, like promote other people's things that they
right,
have going on. I get so many different donations. Like since I done that pop up shop a couple of weeks
right. I
ago,
saw that too.
yeah, that was really nice and fun. So it's like I get so many donations. Like we got a viewer that does Bye Bye Belly. I guess it's some detox thing. She have sent me so many jugs of that whenever I wanted to donate on the show, like far as raffles go and giveaways. And I got another viewer, she does M2 hair grease.
Okay,
It's like a handmade black owned hair grease, you know what I mean? So she send me that whenever I want to give some away. So it's like I appreciate all that stuff, man. It all just started from us just having a conversation, man, and giving back
that's
any
where
way
it
we can.
start,
So
man. That's where it start. But like I said, thank you for coming on the show, man. Thank you for being my first interview. Man, keep doing what you're doing, and we gonna keep this fellowship going, bro.
hey man, look, I appreciate you too as well, man. Thank you for having me. You know, I'm always a call away. Anything you need,
Yes,
I can
sir.
help you
Yes,
out with,
sir.
man. And we definitely got to get you over to Torture TV. We got to do that soon. So we'll be in touch. You got the number, bro. And thanks for having me, man. It was fun, bro.
All right, everybody. We out. That's T Realz. Hit him up. Torture TV on Facebook. What's the name of your Facebook group?
It's gonna be just my regular Facebook page. You go to Martise Funches. That's
Right.
Martise. The last
Okay.
name will be Funches, and we usually on there from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. weekdays.
All right. That's Torture TV. That's T Realz. This is Icekold, Young Icekold, and you have been watching CTD Interviews. Check us out on YouTube. It's From Chicago to the Mass. We out.
Peace.